So today what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and pull two fuses on the car today, and we're going to attempt to get the all-wheel drive Infiniti to possibly do a burnout today.
Yeah.
And also, just to let y'all know, this is not actually a two-wheel drive conversion. To actually do a proper two-wheel drive conversion, you actually do have to get rid of the two axles.
Two front
So
shafts.
what this is that we're basically going to be getting rid of the VDC, or basically turning off, so what we're trying to accomplish today is we're going to pull two fuses, and then we're going to try to make it so that the all-wheel drive system does not engage for the first 12 miles an hour, because that's a big issue with these Infinitis of, well, it's a great issue, but also it's a bad issue if you're trying to do burnouts with these.
Yeah, so in our last video, we kind of have a big failure with not being able to do a standing burnout. We're able to spin the tires and, like, drift it a little bit and stuff and do donuts.
And get a little skirt out of it, which these are known for.
But we was a pretty big failure at the last video trying to get the just rear tires going on its own on a standing burnout. So we did a little bit of research online. What we did was the ETS fuse here, which basically makes the car think that it's having a malfunctioning all-wheel drive system, so it'll turn off power to the front wheels. And then our issue was when we started doing a burnout holding the brake pedal down, basically
a lot of the power would get siphoned away.
Yeah, so there's still some type of granny system that will take power or kill the power once you're doing that. So people online say it's the brake light fuse, because once you apply the brake, it'll close the throttle bodies.
Yep.
And cut power to the engine. So that's what we're going to go ahead and remove inside the engine compartment here.
Yep.
So inside the cabin and the driver's side footwell down here, you can see this fuse panel. Basically, we want to remove the stop lamp fuse right there. It's actually convenient. They provide a fuse puller there, but we lost it.
Dropped it.
We dropped it. But a pair of pliers works just fine. So it is that fuse right there, the stop lamp fuse. So I'm going to go ahead and show you down in there what it looks like. So that's the fuse right there. Little tiny guy, you just pull it out. And you can see right there, that fuse that is pulled out. I can't really angle my finger over there, but it's the one that's missing on the left, above the 15 amp fuse and below the 10. And since we're safe boys, we're going to go ahead and put this fuse back in so our brake lights work, so we can drive to our spot with working brake lights, because we're going to be going through some traffic. Down the road, we'll want to install an inline fuse along with the ETS fuse in the engine bay, that we can just flip it off so we don't have to go through the process of removing these fuses. It'll make it a lot more convenient at the track, or just when you want to have some fun.
Can you check those brake lights again?
Yeah. Yep, they're working now.
Okay, so that's the right fuse.
Yep, that is the right fuse. So once you pull it, there's no brake lights there.
Also, there's no point in me putting that back on.
So we're going to go ahead and get ready and head down to our spot to see if we can do a standing burnout. So after doing some testing, we found taking the fuse out, you actually cannot adjust you can't take it out of gear. So it's in park, we can't put it in drive. So what we're going to do is, so put the e-brake down, put the fuse back in, put it in drive, and then e-brake is on. So now we take the fuse out, and then once the fuse is out, take the e-brake off, and then we can do a standing burnout. So we're gonna go ahead and do a real fast one here. Go ahead whenever.
Good, or you want me to keep going?
No, it's good. Nice. We just needed to show to people you can do it. So we still need to figure out why. Well, I mean, it's just a safety thing. Let's go ahead and get that fuse back in.
I keep forgetting I need to be putting it in and not taking another one out.
Yeah. Put the e-brake on. Oh, it's in park right now.
Yeah, it's in park.
Okay.
So it can't move.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, my ears. So we do definitely need to figure out how to bypass that, because not being able to put it in gear after taking the fuse out is definitely not desirable. I mean, we can... I still think with the inline fuse, if you're already in drive, like say you're coming up to a burnout box and you're in drive, you have your foot on the brake, you flip the switch, which disables the EST, or whatever the fuse was over there, and then also the brake light fuse. You're still in drive, and you should be able to do a burnout. And then you flip it back on, or you have two switches on, because you want your brake lights on during the drag race, and then that fuse. So two switches possibly. So that one can stay off because you don't want your all-wheel drive going, or you could turn it on. Basically, you just want all those off for the launch, except for the brake lights.
So just to let you all know, the lights that do come on during this process is an all-wheel drive light will turn on. Usually that comes on whenever you turn snow mode on, or if there's an all-wheel drive error. The slip light turned on after the burnout. The ABS light will turn on once you pull the brake light fuse down here. And then obviously VDC is off, so that's a light that's on right now. And then my service engine light's still on.
Well, that's because you're tuned.
Yeah, just because of the tune.
And your brake lights will not work when that's off. So yeah. So we're going to catch it once we're back at the house. So basically, what we learned. I mean, we already said there. The car will not. You cannot change gears when you have the taillight fuse out. So I'm thinking the solution will be an inline fuse. So we're probably going to install one of those. Before next race season. This Saturday is the last day for drag racing, so we have plenty of time to do this. And then Isaiah will probably have more mods with the Infiniti by then, and it'll be even better. So I think that's going to be our solution, just putting an inline fuse, so while it's already in drive, we can flip that off, and then he'll be able to do his burnout, and then he can turn the brake lights back on and keep this fuse off and have a...
Then we don't have to keep on... looking like hillbillies pulling fuses.
Yeah, ghetto pulling fuses and stuff, and trying to put the e-brake on and putting in gear and whatnot. But
and making it safe by putting it in drive and then getting out of the car.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a massive success. I mean, we're able to make this all-wheel drive car do a rear-wheel drive standing burnout, which is pretty awesome. So yep, that's a pretty good success. And next time we're gonna do this, we'll probably put in the new fuse and test it out. So thanks for watching.
So this has been the Rat's home for probably about like the last few months, along with Davis's Mustang. We just got done cleaning out, big old mess, and possibly some rat diarrhea shit all over the place. And basically today, it's just the cleaning of the engine bay.
Yeah.
Just joking. So today, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna